Pro is a cloud-based, all-in-one business management, procedure, and market research system that is uniquely designed to help minority business owners become business-ready, contract-ready, and bank loan-ready. This powerful tool makes running your business a very simple and easy process. Small Biz Pro provides immediate access to key documents in 10 seconds or less, so no more searching for those important documents when you need them. It gives business owners a sense of order and confidence. Are you ready to become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready? Then log into smallbizpro.net and get your limited free trial of Small Biz Pro today.
So we're back on the air. This is Gilbert Buchanan once again, the small business paramedic, along with my co-host,
Crystal Mitchell.
And we're on the Business Zone, and today we're having some fun here in the studio. We just had the Blue Law Group here with Michael Blue and Chris Garcia, and we got some great information from them earlier, and now we're going to go to the Vermont Slauson Economic Development Center. They've got some much more information on economic development and how small businesses can benefit from their services. So, Crystal, you want to go ahead and introduce our guest?
I certainly will. Fernando Borja. He is okay. Fernando's career is in the business industry and has a strong foundation in marketing and public relations. As a facilitator of micro business workshops and developer of multilingual materials, English and Spanish, for his classroom curriculum, Fernando currently works as a business development specialist and loan officer at the Vermont Slauson Development Corporation. In this position, he is responsible for marketing programs, conducting orientations, training, and providing one-on-one counseling with new and existing businesses, and provides loan package assistance. Fernando was working with the Skid Row Development Corporation, a nonprofit, as a business management instructor for Strive program for the past 5 years. Welcome, Fernando.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Chris, and also Gilbert.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
We're kind of excited. I met Fernando at a breakfast mixer that the Vermont Slauson was hosting at local business Louisiana Kitchen. And I sat next to him, we were talking, and he said something that I didn't know even existed. I don't know if there's other programs out there, but he does a business writing program class for Vermont Slauson that's in Spanish. Yes. So I do a business writing class in English. So I was kind of interested, and so I thought, let's bring him on and see how that works. And are there other programs like that within this community over here?
Well, they used to be in Rice. We used to be a community financial resource center. Mm-hmm. Also, I work there, and I facilitate also the trainings, the coaching. People that they're excited to start a business, but they didn't know how to do that. So I used to be a trainer, the coach.
Oh, okay. So you agree with me that our businesses fall into business?
Yes.
and a business plan, who the heck needs a business plan, right? I already know how to cook. I don't need anybody to tell me how to put the business together. I already know that. Is that what you get?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys get a big turnout? Are you working on it?
We are working on it.
Okay.
Yes. We see that our community, because I provide that training in Spanish, I see the community that is kind of hard to understand, that they had to write a business plan from A to C, how they want to be conducting the business before they started. They had to see in writing, but it's kind of hard for them to do that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would imagine, because the concept, right, is getting that concept of business, because they still have to do both languages depending on where their businesses are located, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So most of these clients, are they Latinos, or are they other people as well, or is it primarily Latinos?
Well, I do for both. For the brown and black community, mm-hmm. But in my case, they brought me because I speak the language, the Spanish,
right,
and I provide in Spanish.
Okay, so you do the business plan in Espanol?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, excellent. So you find that many of these guys that come in, they say, "Oh, I got my business idea up here. I don't need a plan," right?
Yes, it's a lot of people. And I explain it to them that it's like you go to a trip. If you know exactly how many hours you're going to be spending, how much gasoline you're going to be needed, how long you're going to be taking the trip, what's the weather, and all kind of stuff, probably you're going to be ended in someplace else.
Right.
Exactly. Do you, now here's my thing. I've hosted, over probably the last 9 years, I've hosted many business plan classes, and generally I might get 10% of them to actually complete the business plan. So 1 year, I also teach, I'm a certified a business plan trainer for NIFTY, which is Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship to Kids. So I had just done a business camp that was a 10-day, 11-day camp, and the kids had a completed business plan done in 7 days. So, of course, I was teaching an adult class, and we couldn't even get past the first chapter.
Thank you. I feel so good because I was thinking that I was the only one.
Oh, no. If you get a business plan, if you get 10% of all the people that you teach, if they actually get a plan finished, you're doing really good.
So what percent of the population would you say are Latinos that come to the facility?
Well, right now I have like 26 students that are coming to the class, but they coming from all the way from South, Central, and Mexico. So right now I have the combination, the salad that they have everybody there.
Okay. Are you doing both English and Spanish, or just?
Right now I just doing it in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Do you think they're listening right now?
Yes. I
want
so.
You want to say a little bit of this interview in Spanish, so maybe they can understand you?
Yes.
And then you just interpret it in English.
Okay.
This is a first on the Business Zone. We're doing a bilingual broadcast. So go for it, Fernando.
Okay, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Fernando Borja y trabajo para Vermont Slawson. Aquí en este lugar tenemos clases, un curso de 8 martes, de las 6 de la tarde a las 8:30. El curso es completamente gratis y les enseñamos desde cómo obtener su licencia, sus permisos, cómo desarrollar un plan de negocio desde la A hasta la Z.
You know, I understand everything you just said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So you said, hello, my name is Fernando. I teach a business plan class. It's on Tuesdays. And I think you said 8 o'clock?
6 to 8.
6 to 8, okay. And you said you teach them how to obtain licenses and permits.
Yes.
And all of that, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Such a talented co-host I have.
I've been learning. So that's good. That's very good.
So I think you and Michael and Chris can do some business together.
Yes.
You might want to have them come in and because I usually have guests. Do you have bring in guests from?
Yes,
okay.
and I would like to invite you guys.
Yeah.
Because, part of the training that we provide, we talking about the people that they had to bring in and make it the team. Is the lawyer, the CPA, the person from the bank, the consultant, and also the people who get the insurance. And we added another person. Now, they used to be 5, right? But now, social media.
Oh, yes, social media is very
16
important.
or 17 platforms, you have to learn how to attract your clients.
Now, let me ask this question, because here's something that I have, especially my older clients. They're very resistant to social media, right? I don't need that. I have no purpose for social media. And so it's very difficult when those of us have embraced it, because that's really the way of marketing your business now. You still do your traditional, but if you're not including social media, and they're making it, right now, we're doing Facebook Live and we're on the radio, but that's a way to build up our audience. They don't get that.
Well, in the class, I explained it to them. How many of you using the yellow pages? And everybody look at me like, excuse me? So, Thomas Guide, excuse me, especially millennials.
Right.
Like you talking about...
It's a dinosaur.
Chinese or... No, I'm talking in Spanish.
I'm speaking in Spanish. What's the problem here? Huh? Yeah, they just don't get. Oh wow. Oh, here we're gonna have. They don't get the. They don't understand that that's the new wave.
Yes.
And that's the new wave. And you, as a business owner, you have to make sure that you are, there we go, that you are embracing all of the ways. Because if we traditionally, because I see you also marketing and public relations, right? So if most of our businesses can't afford traditional marketing.
Nah, well, I tell in a lot of stories when I give in the training, and I tell in that when 4 years ago, I went a trip to South Dakota, driving with my kids and my
South
dogs.
Dakota from Los Angeles?
From Los Angeles, took me 26 hours, but I didn't drive the whole 24 hours. But I tell him. I explained it to them, talking about social media, how it works. I have 2 teenagers in that particular time, and they were like, let me tell you where is the next gas station. Let me tell you where is the next hotel. As a matter of fact, I already have room for you. We know how much it's going to be costing us, and all of the details. So my teenagers, they're using the whole social media and everything. And I explained it to them. Could you imagine? I will be still.
Yeah, you'd be still driving,
looking for South Dakota.
Exactly. So it just makes your business, and even for us, I mean, for Gilbert's business, for my business, for my nonprofit, for our joint business, without social media, man, we actually, one of our shows, after the show, when it was uploaded to YouTube, we actually reached Africa. We have a number. We had about 15,000 post reach on that particular show.
Yes.
And there were people in Africa that were actually going, oh, my God, this is fantastic. This is great information. And they were young. There were a lot of young millennials in Africa that was interested in hearing what we're talking about. And so even now, even when I do anything else on Facebook Live, because they've been part of that before, it pulls them back in anytime I go live.
That's great.
And I explain it to them because I have a different ages. I have some of the millennials.
Right.
And when I start talking about something, they were like,
right, exactly.
To see,
verify
why they're sitting in the room with you to verify. So it's
if you
really
know what you're talking about.
Right, exactly, and it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. So how many times do you guys do this classes?
Well, like I said, it's 8 Tuesdays, but it's a week's course. After we finish, we start the other one.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
So every 8 weeks.
Every week. Wow, that's pretty courageous because I only do it twice a year. But every 8 weeks.
See, as a matter of fact, the next one is going to be November 15.
Okay, so anybody there that in the Spanish community that would be more comfortable learning how to write your business plan in Spanish, then please reach out to Vermont Slauson Economic Development Center. They're located here in Los Angeles, and enroll for Fernando's class.
Yes.
Excellent.
You're going to be having so much fun.
Okay. You're going to have so much fun. That's cool. I think it's really great, though, that we are meeting the needs of our community. And I know I've had a number of individuals in my class that their first language was Spanish. And so they were a little on, they were having to embrace the English part, translate it to the English part into the Spanish, and then come back. So that's a little bit more difficult for comprehension.
But like I said, it's fun. Okay.
That would be pretty cool.
So, Crystal, who's our other guest in the studio?
Well, our other guest, and you guys are in for a treat. So, Miss Faith has an extensive history working with nonprofits. She organized and implemented community events for family. She is experienced in fundraising and overseeing and coordinating volunteer activities and opportunities, networking, and collaborating with various entities from the healthcare to government. But why she's here for us today is because a couple of weeks ago, we had a tribute to the founder of Recycling Black Dollars, Muhammad Nazardine, and she did a poetic rendition that was absolutely phenomenal. I didn't send you the music. It was inside of the email I sent you with the outline. What's the song that you do it to?
It's Closer to My Dreams. It's the instrumental version.
Maybe we can have you do it live.
I don't sing the song.
No, she's gonna do the poet.
I don't sing the song.
So it was just so heartfelt. She captured Muhammad's spirit so much so for us, especially for those of us that have known him. And for those of you that don't know, Muhammad Nazruddin is the founder of Recycling Black Dollars, and he started it 28 years ago. And last 2 weeks ago, we celebrated or honored him or did a tribute to him. He's been gone from us down here in the regular land, and he's on up there doing some Recycling Black Dollars in his father's land.